Which do you think is better, solving problems using technology or using technology to solve problems? Here's what I think. You should solve problems using technology. And how do you do that? I'm going to use e-tendering systems as an example. In Trinidad and Tobago, you're definitely going to want to listen up to this one, because right now we have a real problem when it comes to visibility and ensuring that we're removing or at least significantly reducing access to public sector procurement opportunities. Here's an example of how you can take a problem such as the open competitive method of procurement and use technology to reduce and or eliminate those barriers. So when you procure an e-tendering system, what happens? It is one place that you can go to access all public sector RFX opportunities. That's a huge problem solved right there. Why? Because right now there's like a real manual process. You have to go to each and every single website or reach out to that procuring entity directly. Oftentimes you're getting these RFX documents like via email, downloading via their website, and then you're submitting it back through email. There's tons of problems that currently surround a lot of the current processes that are attached to the way these entities are procuring. When you have an e-tendering system, and a good one at that, it's a one-stop shop. You get your documents, you pull it down, you can manage the whole solicitation within the e-tendering solution, you upload your proposal, you can even evaluate. So that is a great way that Trinidad and Tobago can solve a problem using technology. When does it become a problem to use technology to solve a problem? Well, I belong to an organization that procured an e-tendering system at one point, and here's where the technology became a problem. The organization uses consensus, like a true consensus. Their final scores when evaluating RFPs are not average. They actually get into a room, they hash out all their scores, they come to a final score, and you detail all your comments and figure out the final ranking that way. The issue with the e-tendering system is that it didn't allow for true consensus. It only allowed evaluators to plug in their individual scores and comments, and then it took an average. So here's when technology becomes a problem. There was no way to work around that. It would have required a complete change in workflow and processes, and something that the organization was not able to actually change. It was not an easy fix. It was not a simple thing that they could solve. It would fundamentally change the way that they actually run procurements when it comes to their RFPs. It would require an entire revision on their policy, their guides. It would require a ton of training, and you run the risk of not being compliant with anything that is more legal in nature, so such as your trade agreement. So that's an example of where the technology can actually create a problem for you. But for Trinidad and Tobago, this is more of an opportunity for you to leverage technologies that are out there to solve a gaping hole that you have, which is awareness and access to RFX opportunities.